Hi guys, ArchieLuxury. Go to f2bbs.com. www.f2bbs.com. The last bastion of free speech on the interweb. Hi guys, it's ArchieLuxury on the Pluta channel, and today guys I'm doing a paid review. This is a paid review for Isaac. Hello Archie. Hello Isaac. Greetings from Texas. Big fan of your YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate the support. He goes on to say there, I'd like to see if you could do a review of my current six piece watch collection, photo attached. I've gone ahead and sent you $50 US via PayPal to your Gmail address. That's ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. That's the one. You got to send it there because I can't survive on Google ads alone. That's right. I'm just trying to get the position right here for the ads on the fridge because I sell advertising space. His current collection, what has he got? Da-da-da-da! He's got a Cartier Santos Large WSS A0013 with the blue dial. He's got a Rolex Datejust 41, reference 126300, blue dial with oyster bracelet. He has got a Rolex Sky Dweller, reference 326934 with a white dial. Ooh, killer. He has got a Rolex I said the Sky Dweller. He's also got a Rolex Yachtmaster 40 126655 Oyster Flex. Ooh, with the glide lock. Beautiful. And then he has got a Rolex Date 8, reference 228235 with the green dial. Ha! And then he's got a Rolex Datejust 41 126334 with the rhodium dial on the Jubilee. Winner, chicken dinner. Now, this is the interesting part. He says to me, in addition, I am looking at adding the following to my collection, his wish list. He's got a, listen to this guys, listen to this, Rolex GMT Master 2, reference 126719, that's the white gold, BLRO, the meteorite dial, Rolex Submariner, reference 126610 LV, ooh, LV, that's the Kermit. Quick, wristwatch check. I'm wearing the Rolex 126610 LN, the black bezel, black dial, 41mm Submariner. And then he's looking at a Audemars Piguet, he's looking at a Oyster Perpetual 41, two of them. He's looking at a green dial and a turquoise. He's looking at an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak 15500 with the silver dial. Then he's looking for a 5212A and a Patek. That's a Patek 5212A. That's the weekly calendar steel Calatrava. And a 5524R. That's the pilot watch Calatrava in rose gold. What are your thoughts on my current collection and wish list? Is there anything you think I should add or remove? Also, I've recently become interested in A Lung A and Sun 2, but unsure of which reference to go for. Any suggestions? If you haven't noticed, my favorite color of gold is rose gold. Looking forward to hearing back soon. Kind regards, Isaac. So Isaac, what do I think there? Wow, winner, chicken dinner. Amazing collection. I actually quite like this collection. Let's go through it. So firstly, the Cartier itself there. I personally wouldn't buy Cartier. I think it is too it's too much of a fashion watch. You know, Cartier really did some nasty things. They really cheesed me off. They dropped the Santos Galbi line. They dropped the Panther. I thought these were iconic. The whole point of buying a Cartier was that they were timeless classics. So they've become the ultimate high-end fashion watch. So I'm a little bit cheesed off with Cartier, but I got to tell you, that blue dial Cartier looks, the Santos, that looks absolutely, it looks amazing. It looks amazing. So if you like it, that's all that matters. So out of 10, I'd give that a 6 out of 10. Then we've got the Rolex Datejust 41. You've got the blue dial with the oyster. That is winner chicken dinner. That is absolutely beautiful piece. Beautiful piece. See, that there would, in my book, that's an 8 out of 10. Absolutely stunner. I prefer that to the Cartier any day of the week. Then you've got the Rolex Sky Dweller. You've got the steel with the white gold bezel. That's a very heavy hitter. That's a 9 out of 10. That's a magnificent watch. Then you've got the Yachtmaster 40. Rose gold Yachtmaster. Absolutely beautiful. That is a really beautiful piece. That's a heavy hitter. I'd say that's an 8 out of 10. The green dial day date, that's a 10. Absolutely perfect. How can you beat a green dial day date? That is one of the most beautiful day dates. I love the dial. I love the Romans with it. I think it is just a absolutely gorgeous piece. Yeah. So I mean, I gotta be honest with you there. Beautiful. It's a beautiful piece. And then you've got the Datejust 41 Rhodium with the Jubilee dial, which I think is an 8. It's an 8 out of 10. You've got some beautiful pieces. The weakest link so far in the collection is the Cartier Santos, but I kind of like the blue dial. I do like it, but I still think it's a weakest link there. Yeah, you've got some. It's interesting. You've got 2 Datejusts. I don't know how you find that, but then in your wish list itself, there. My God, Isaac, I don't know how much money you earn, but geez. See, I got to be totally honest with you. The Meteorite dial, it is amazing, but I'd probably just go for a standard steel Pepsi or a Batgirl. That's what I would do. Why do I say that? I don't know if you need it in white gold. What's it going to do? Because you've already got the date 8. You've got the Yachtmaster. What do you need in? I just don't think you need. I think that's kind of. I don't think you need it. Okay, if you want to get it, by all means get it. But I'd probably go steel for the Yachty, because steel is a good backbone to have. Then you've got the LV. If you can get the LV, go for it. I've got the LN. I love my LN. The Kermit, the Sermit. I can't. That's a beautiful watch. Very, very hard to get, but an absolute cracker. Absolute beautiful, beautiful, beautiful watch. So, yeah, I can definitely see that. Now, you want to get 2 Oyster Perpetuals. I got to be totally honest with you. No need. You've already got 2 Datejusts. What do you need 2 Oyster Perpetuals for? No need. I don't understand the green and the turquoise. Okay, you like green, but you've got the Date 8. I think you might be getting a little bit ahead of. I don't think you need it. Doesn't do anything. The Royal Oak 15500. That's an amazing watch. Absolutely amazing watch. The silver dial is easier to get. It's the bluey grey. That's the impossible one to get. But that's a great piece. Then the two Patek's, the 5212. My God. I gotta be totally honest with you, that 5212 is impossible to get. You can't just walk into a Patek AD, I'll have one of those please. It doesn't work like that. You've got to have, I don't exactly know where you get your money from, but hey. Sounds like you're doing okay, Isaacs. What do I think of the 5212? That's the weekly calendar. I actually love it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. However, I don't know if it's worth the massive premium that it's going for. Personally, I would go for a 6006. That's the Calatrava with the black dial, white gold. I reckon that is a better watch. Why do I say that? Because it's using the 240 movement. It's got the deployant buckle. That's what I would buy. I'd buy that on the pre-owned market. The other thing I would possibly buy on the pre-owned market is a 5227. That's an absolute, that's the Calatrava with the hinge back. I would prefer both of those over the 5212. 5212 is very hot because it's steel, the weekly calendar. Yeah, it's cool. But I'd only want it if I could get it at retail. I don't want to pay the premium. If you've got to pay the piper to get it, I'd rather get a 6006 or a 5227. You can get the 5227 in, you can get that in rose gold or white gold. The 6006, it only comes in white gold, which is actually cool because it looks like the steel, which is the look of the 5212. Then you've got the 5524, that's the Calatrava Pilot's watch. I've never been a big fan of these, but they are spectacular watch. I personally, my sweet spot would that be a 5130. That's the 39.5 mil world time. Get one of those in rose gold. I reckon that is better value. You can pick one of those up for low 30s. And I think that's a better piece to own. So that's my opinion there. So let's just make sure we've answered your queries there. What are your thoughts on my current collection? I think your collection is beautiful. The pieces you have at the moment are absolutely beautiful. You don't need to add anything. It's such a good, cool collection. The weak link, of course, in my opinion, is your Cartier Santos. And the best piece you've got, that Date 840 with the green dial. That is killer. As for your adding goes, look, I would probably add a steel GMT. I think that'd be nice to have a bit more steel in the collection. The Submariner, you get whatever sub you can get. These are impossible to get. Same as the GMT Master 2. Very, very hard to get these. These are very hard. I don't think you need the OPs, the Oyster Perpetuals. You don't need them. Why would you get two with different dial colors? No point. The Royal Oak, I'd prefer a white dial over the silver. That's my view. And then the Patek's, as I mentioned, I'd probably 5212, if you can get that at retail, great watch. But if you can't get it at retail, I reckon the 6006. You can get that. Have a look at David SW. The other good dealer I've heard some good things for Patek is European Watch Company, and the other one is, it's got a weird sounding name. What's he called? He's called Takuya, Takuya. He does a bit in some Pateks there as well. So I think David SW is better for Rolex. But in Pateks, he's got a few. He's got a 5227 for 24, just over $24,000, which I think is a reasonably good buy. I'd rather get that than a 5212. I reckon that's a better watch. And the 5524, I'd rather get a 5130. So What's my how's your? I love your collection. You got some great pieces there. Is there anything you think I should add or remove? Well, I've given you that advice. Also, I've currently become interested in a Lange too. Unsure of what reference to go for. Any suggestions? Look, I would probably build a bit of a Patek collection before going into Lange. What models of Lange? It depends on how much money you got to spend there, but I tell you, the Lange 1, I think, is a beautiful line. You can get that as either a Lange 1, the standard, 38.5 mils, or you can get the Grand Lange 1, a little bit bigger. I think the Datograph, that's classic Lange. You've got so many, they've got so many, the best Langes, I would say, I think the most iconic is the Lange 1. That's probably the most iconic, or an 1815. That's the two models that I think are good bang per buck on the secondary market. You don't want to buy Lange new. You want to buy that pre-owned. You don't buy that new. That's something you've got to, I wouldn't buy Lange new. That's definitely for sure there. Okie dokie. So there we go, Isaac. That's a wonderful collection. Nice pieces. Lovely. You got some really beautiful stuff there. So I would add, I tend to say, look, if you got a little collection, I got to be honest with you there. You obviously got a lot of money, which is nice, but you know, I got a small collection too. Okay, when I say small, I'm talking under 10, you know, 10 pieces around that sort there. You got a choice. Do you either go Patek? Patek's damn expensive. So I've decided to go for 5 Pateks instead of going for a couple Lange and a couple Patek. Personally, I would prefer to add more in the one brand. So I think you got to make a choice. Do you go Lange or do you go Patek? You normally, I don't know if I really want a hodgepodge of both. I probably prefer to go more Patek. I prefer more Patek. I think Patek, well, I love Patek, but Lange has got some great bang per buck. You got to decide. I think you either go Lange, it's a Y. You're down at the Y. You got to decide. Do you go Patek or do you go Lange? Because unless you get a big collection, it's better to concentrate in one area. I've gone Patek, but that's not to say Lange is not a good way to go either. Okay, guys, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Remember, I can't survive on Google Ads. I depend on these paid reviews to survive on YouTube. Please, guys, if you haven't done a paid review, please think about getting one done. They help me a lot. They really help me survive. So if you could get a paid review done, I'd appreciate it. The paid reviews are drying up. They're pretty well, Mother Hubbard's cupboard, we're a bit bare. So now's a good time to get one done. And I try and give you a little bit extra time in the video. Sort of, I'm like a service provider. When things are a bit quiet, I give you a bit more time. Look at this guy here. We rabbited on for 17 minutes of content about his collection. So he can't be upset. Okay, guys, love yous all. And I will see you in the next one. Look in the description and order a paid review today. See you later. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.